Hi, I'm Jason Weaver. I'm also a black singer. Seriously, Google it.
I'm Batman.
And I'm Trevor.
Who are you?
I'm Trevor.
Who are you?
My name is...
What?
My name is...
What?
Jason, make it stop.
Eric, this is Trevor. Remember? The guy we kidnapped in the Black Lagoon review?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
You tried to cut his hand off?
Way more specific!
He needs acting lessons like a fish needs water.
My buddy Trevor!
Men, we are undertaking a mission like no other today.
Mila Kunis?
I get it first! No, mine for later. We're reviewing Full Metal Panic. Shut up!
Terrorists, Nazis, communists, that dick that cut me off in traffic, beware. There's a new sheriff in town, Mithro, an organization that hires mercenaries for military operations in the pursuit of great justice, because the closest thing to an actual sheriff they have is a clumsy teenage girl in a submarine. Among these hardened mercenaries is Sosuke Sagra, born in the Middle East, with a stick up his ass and a gun in his hand, but nothing could have prepared him for his latest assignment. Japanese high school! Along with generic pervert best friend, sniper Kurtz Weber, and Sergeant Major Fanservice Melissa Mao, he has been assigned to become a bodyguard to a high school girl for reasons that fall by the wayside after the first season.
Kaname Chidori, the high school girl in question, is a lively, brash, hot-tempered girl who is also psycho.
Psychic!
She's both. Kaname is one of a select few people known as Whispered, who have advanced military secrets to new technology dormant in their minds. In the wrong hands, this information could be extracted and used by clearly evil people for unclear goals. How do Mithril and the bad guys know Kaname is one of the Whispered? What causes people to be born Whispered? What is the true extent of a Whispered's abilities? This show has robots in it.
Sosuke's first days as Kaname's covert guardian sociopath are hindered by his inability to stray from his everyone's out to get me mindset. His weapons are even confiscated and mistaken as toys. I mean, really, what's so suspicious about a kid showing up to high school dressed in black carrying guns? Hey, where are you guys going? The hijinks only continue from there as Sosuke struggles to deal with Guardian Kaname while trying to keep her none the wiser, for all of 3 episodes. Then their plane gets hijacked. Kaname is brought to a lab where she is trapped into a machine that tortures her with one horrible 3D movie after another. But before she is forced to endure Spy Kids 3, Sosuke decides to leave the other kidnapped and frightened students and faculty to their fate and save her.
His cover having been blown from shooting guards, it still takes a genius like Kaname seeing Sosuke steal an enemy robot before she starts considering maybe this military freak who didn't fit in at all might be from some kind of military. As they dodge many bullets, Sosuke and Kaname run into our villain for this evening, the terrorist Garon, who's trying to, scar on his face! Bad guy! Kurtz arrives to back up Sosuke, but as he is not the main character, he is unable to win and stupid for trying. Mithro airdrops Sosuke a robot for his own to fight Garon's magical shield of technology that is basically magic.
The Lambda driver that creates the magic robot shield in Garon's robot is also in Sosuke's, but he doesn't know how to activate it. So Kaname taps into her Whispered abilities and tells Sosuke that the Lambda driver is powered by his spirit and destiny, friendship, etc. Also that if he loses, the bad guys will rape her. Sosuke's will to protect her ass from being tapped into gives him the strength to totally kill Garon for real. Definitely. In a later mission at his hometown of Helmagistan with some ignorant stereotypes, guess who Sosuke runs into? His buddy from his days as a child mercenary! And Garon! Having ignored Sosuke's tactical advice in spite of him spending the majority of his life in the area, his squad mates all die, leaving Sosuke alone to kill his former friend and Garon, who's really dead this time. Pinky promise.
Between missions, Sosuke is forced to endure Kaname's constant verbal and physical abuse for missing commitments with her and school. But mostly her. Because if there's one thing a soldier under constant stress, jumping from military duty to bodyguarding some nagging chick needs, is getting yelled at because he didn't clean the school's shitty toilets. In order to apologize for being called away to save countries, Sosuke invites Kaname to a scheduled island that they will take a private jet to. On the way, a mission happens and they are forced to abandon the plot of a lame romance novel and board Mithril submarine so Sosuke can get briefed on the mission. Sosuke, Kurtz, Mao, and 3 characters that are going to die must confront a terrorist group led by none other than 15 ostriches, all named Sebastian, with heat vision.
No, Trevor, that says, Garin.
Sorry. Sometimes I get villains' names mixed up with superpowered animals.
I know how you feel. Sometimes I throw things at people I hate.
Garin is back from the dead in another suicidal attempt at destroying things because his immortality has induced a psychosis that forces him to impose impermanence on the rest of the world. Or he's nuts and has no real motivation. He is captured, but Mao is injured and Sosuke blames himself. Konami tries to comfort him, but Sosuke snaps at her and she runs off crying. Kurtz yells at Sosuke, as well he should. Sure, Konami verbally and physically abused Sosuke for the smallest misunderstandings, rather than calmly explaining what he did wrong, but he dared raise his voice and hurt her feelings after an emotionally volatile situation? What a jerk.
While crying and running to who knows where, Konami stumbles upon Garin being assisted by 2 mithril traders. She is captured along with the captain as Garin takes over the sub, but manages to escape with Sosuke to a chair that allows Whisperses to take manual control over the submarine. Garin hops into his robot as he and Sosuke have a 100% sure thing fight to the death. As Garin tries to detonate his robot and take Sosuke with him, the young sergeant launches Garin to certain oblivion and the day is saved.
The next season, Full Metal Panic Fumofu, is more of a season 1.5 than it is a full second season. Where the first season gave a mix of funny and serious stories, Fumofu is all high school comedy, adventure, fun times. And except for one predictable story, and the one about a horse-headed man attacking girls and giving them ponytails, don't ask me why, but they're all very funny, which makes it kind of hard to tell jokes about them, but just take this portion as a recommendation. Yeah.